see, even when it's laid out for me. You know the answers, every single one, but that's not how it's laid out to be.
Hey, what's going on? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to MWA Locked and Loaded! Woo! All right. Ladies and gentlemen, tonight in tag team action, you will see Richmond, Kentucky team of Colt, Steele, and Izzy for real. They will take on the tag team known as the Fat and the Furious. Fat and the Furious. Also tonight, we have two men that will compete here who have wrestled for Ring of Honor. They've wrestled for New Japan Pro Wrestling, and for the first time ever will be competing in the MWA in the state of Kentucky. You will see Karl Machine Gun Anderson face Romero. And also tonight, we have a big tag team matchup. On one team will be two champions from two different promotions. On one team, you will see the NWF champion, Stone. His tag team partner will be the NWA champion, legendary Larry D. You don't like him? Tonight, their opponents, first, from his charter flight from the Playboy Mansion, Playboy Stop! Ladies and gentlemen, his tag team partner, who is indeed here tonight, was scheduled to be Wildcat Chris Harris. However, if you watch TNA Wrestling, if you watch Impact, his tag team partner for years, from America's Most Wanted, James Storm, hit Wildcat in the eye with a beer bottle. Now, Wildcat is not cleared to wrestle. Quite frankly, I don't know who is going to be the tag team partner of Playboy Scott Hayes here tonight.
Not to get into the whole story or anything, but I haven't been cleared by the doctor. I did get busted in the eye, but I want to honor my commitment. I had so much fun here last time that I definitely wanted to come back and see all the fans again, no matter what. But the match tonight is also something that I wouldn't want to pass up either. You see, one eye or not, I am going to wrestle tonight in that tag team match. I may only have half of my vision, but I do have a partner that's going to stand right beside me and back me up, and that is the Playboy Scott Hayes. With him backing me up, there's no way, because there's a lot of history in this match with these two guys, there's no way that we're going to pass up an opportunity to get our hands on the two champions Larry D, and Ryan Stone. So I see the 3 students are going to come put on a blind night, right?
Welcome everyone to Locked and Loaded. This is Dale Bass. I'm here with Lone Wolf Bobby Blade, and you are now seeing, before Locked and Loaded started, Wildcat Chris Harris is in the ring. The MWA Heavyweight Champion Larry D is out there. The NWF Northern Wrestling Federation Heavyweight Champion Ryan Stone is out there. And the MWA General Manager, Gentleman Jim Chadwick.
And I'll tell you what.
First of all, I want you to remember one thing. We don't suck.
I beg to differ with that.
Okay. I got your deal, brother. You're out here trying to play on the sympathies of these bunch of redneck hoodlums that don't have any better sense than to cheer for somebody like Wildcat Chris Harris.
And he's the general manager for the MWA.
He did the smartest thing he could ever do, kid. They hit you over the head with that beer bottle. The only thing he didn't do right was get a case of beer and drop that on your head instead of just one. Look right here. The NWF World Heavyweight Champion Ryan Stone. Look here. Look it on your good side. Here you go, Long John Silver. Look here who we got. The legendary Larry D, the MWA World Heavyweight Champion.
I sense something's going to happen long before our bell rings for the first match.
Yeah, I think so too, Dale.
People want to cheer for Wildcat. He let you people down the last time he was in Richmond, Kentucky, because he can't beat Larry D. But you know what? One eye check. I'm glad you only got one eye. Because that way you can only see half of the beating that you're going to take if you decide for 1 second to crawl into this ring tonight with Playboy Scott Hayes. You hear me?
Yep, there it comes.
Beat him down! Beat him down!
Look at that, Dale. Before the show even starts, they're already starting to attack. Oh, there comes Playboy Scott Hayes. Slides into the ring. Chases off the Gentleman Jim and Ryan Stone and Larry D from the attack on Wildcat Chris Harris. If we didn't already mention, later on tonight, it's going to be...
That's how it's going to be. We come out here just to be civil and talk. And you two jabronis want to fight. Do you people want to see a fight right now?
I wonder if Larry D and Ryan Stone are going to get back in there and get their belts.
You just got yourself and your girlfriend in a whole lot of trouble, brother. That's all I'm saying. You don't realize what a hole you've dug, because Ryan Stone and Larry D are gonna knock the mat with both of your sorry carcasses tonight, and you better believe it.
Does he ever shut up, Dale? I thought I talked a lot.
Well, you've known him since the beginning of your career, and I seen him when he showed up, and he's never changed.
Let's see if you can put your money where your mouth is. You see, when you guys ran like a couple little scared chickens, we noticed a couple pieces of gold you left behind. You see, when it comes to the heavyweight championships of the MWA and the NWF, the belt is to be treated with respect. The kind of respect that the Playboy and the Wildcat would show it if we ever got our hands on it. So let's just, you want to make this match just a little more interesting? Let's do something do something that hasn't been done in years in wrestling. In a tag team match, why don't the two of you put your singles titles on the line right here tonight?
Wow, Dale, that's news right there.
That'd be great.
Will they accept to it?
I think we do have a representative of the Northern Wrestling Federation here. I don't think he'll have a problem with it.
Walk out of this match with the gold. Put your money where your mouth is, Chadwick. Singles titles on the line and a tag team match. If one of us pins one of your boys, the title changes hands.
Now that's big news there, Dale.
Wasn't Chris Harris a former MWA heavyweight champion and a former Northern Wrestling Federation heavyweight champion?
Indeed he was, Dale. Indeed he was. He's a multiple-time MWA heavyweight champion. I believe it was 2 or 3 times. And he's a former NWF champion 2 times, I believe. But like I was saying before I was rudely interrupted by Gentleman Jim Chadwick, later on the night you're going to see the MWA champion Larry D and the NWF champion Ryan Stone take on the Playboy Scott Hayes and Wildcat Chris Harris. And now we know the stipulations of that match. The MWA champion title and the NWF title are going to both be on the line. If one of the champions gets pinned, whoever pins him will be the new champion of the respective brand.
That's going to give us 3 title matches on tonight's Locked and Loaded card here in Richmond, Kentucky.
Dale, I'm on fire. I'm ready to see some wrestling action tonight. Like the MWA only can bring it to you. I'm on fire. I'm excited, Dale.
National Guard Armory, Richmond, Kentucky, locked and loaded. We're now ready for the opening match. This bout is one fall with a 20-minute time limit, and it's going to be the MWA Tag Team title match coming up now.
Who's the title of the contest here at Locked and Loaded? This is scheduled for one fall and will be for the MWA Tag Team Championship. Introducing first the challengers from Cut and Shoot, Texas, the Driller, Eddie Browning, and his tag team partner from Cincinnati, Ohio, Ruffen.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is December 15th, 2006. This is Locked and Loaded. We are in Richmond, Kentucky, live at the National Guard Armory with the Mountain Wrestling Association. Another big evening of exciting action brought to you like the MWA only can bring you.
This opening match, first wrestlers coming out through the curtain, led by the general manager for the MWA, Gentleman Jim Chadwick. First through the curtain from Cincinnati, Ohio, Roger Ruffen, and right behind him, it's the Driller from Cut and Shoot, Texas, Eddie Browning.
Yeah, I know a little bit about the Driller here and Gentleman Jim Chadwick as well. As you know, they've been trying to rear end me here the past month or so.
Bobby Blade, tell them who Lone Wolf is for those that are listening right now who don't know who you are.
If you don't know who Lone Wolf Bobby Blade is, I'll tell you. I am a former 7-time light heavyweight champion, a former 6-time tag team champion with multiple partners, the former MWA general manager, and it was taken away from me by that man at ringside, Gentleman Jim Chadwick.
Oh, what's Roger Ruffen want now?
Well, I've known Roger Ruffen for several years, about 10 years actually, and he's always been one to run his mouth.
He's never happy about anything. Every time he's on an MWA show, he's always arguing about something.
He's never happy about anything. He's always got a lot to say about everything, and most of the time it's nothing.
Here comes the MWA Tag Team Champions, Justen and J.P. Snow.
And I'll tell you what, Dale, these two young men right here have definitely impressed me. They won the Tag Team Championships from Team Fitness at Retribution here last month, and they continue to impress me on a weekly basis.
Well, you've you've got history with what's going on now. You're a former tag team champion, so you've had this title. You're a former general manager of the MWA. Gentleman Jim Chadwick holds that now. We have the champions in the ring getting ready to open up this first match. One fall with a 20-minute time limit.
I just want to say something real quick here, Dale. Look at gentleman Jim Chadwick. Look at his blonde hair, his multicolored shirt and everything. He makes me sick.
And he always has those pink socks.
Yeah, you're absolutely right on that.
I bet you he's got pink underwear too.
I really don't want to know that, Dale.
Well, more information than we all need to find out about. Well, Justen Idol, one of the tag team champions, he's also a former MWA heavyweight champion. It looks like he's going to be opening up against the driller, Eddie Browning.
And his partner, JT Snow, is a former MWA official, being a referee for about 2 years. And I'll tell you what, he's made the transition quite well into being a wrestler. You see a side headlock there by Justen Idol. Eddie Browning takes him back to the rope, shoots him off. Big tackle by Justen Idol. Hip toss by Eddie Browning. And a big kickoff by Justen Idol on Eddie Browning. Justen shoots him off. Wow, that went so fast I didn't even have enough time to say it. Big reverse hip toss. Followed up by an elbow right there by Justen on Eddie Browning. And a big scoop slam.
My tongue does not go anywhere as fast as yours does, so I kind of prefer just to sit back and watch the action.
And you saw right there a little ping pong action on Eddie Browning by the tag team champions. Here comes Roger Ruffen, one for Roger.
He took Justen Idol lightly.
And that's something you should never do. I used to take Justen Idol lightly too. But I tell you what, once he gets on fire, Dale.
I mean, if Roger Ruffen is such a veteran, why did he step through the ropes and immediately turn his attention to the fans? He was in there with the tag team champion. He turned his back on Justen Idol. So as soon as he turned around, bam.
Well, once you get in the ring, Dale, your adrenaline starts pumping and everything. Sometimes you forget where you're at and why you're doing what you're doing. But Roger Ruffen is about a 20-year veteran, as is Eddie Browning. So they definitely got the experience over the tag team champions here, Justen Idol and JT Snow.
I'm sure Justen Idol, being the veteran that he is, he's not going to let anybody lightly step in there. Now, JT Snow, he's got to be the weakest link of the four wrestlers out here. The only reason I'm saying that is because he has not wrestled anywhere near as long as the other three wrestlers have.
Well, he definitely lacks experience as compared to the other three, but he is picking that up very quickly and everything. As you can see, he's a tag team champion right there. Pulls him down by his head. Justen Idol up on the top rope. Big shoulder tackle on Eddie Browning. Justen goes for the cover. Count of two.
The first cover was at 2 minutes and 14 seconds into the match.
And here comes JT Snow into the matchup now. They take Eddie Browning up back into the corner, shoot him off into the other turnbuckle. There's Justen Idol in with a monkey flip, and here comes JT Snow with an elbow drop. JT goes for the cover, only gets a count of two there. JT with arm wringer on Eddie Browning. Shoots him off, Eddie reverses it. JT ducks underneath the clothesline. Flurry of punches there on the Browning. Shoots him off again, another reversal. Eddie goes for a backdrop, JT kicks him, shoots him off again, and gives Eddie a backdrop of his own. Follows up with a big clothesline.
You notice the face on gentleman Jim Chadwick?
Oh, Jim can't be happy. Jim cannot be happy with the way the veterans
are.
are.
The last minute, and he's just about ready to pop like a thermometer.
Another 2 count by JT Snow on Eddie Browning.
If JT Snow allows Eddie Browning to start dictating the moves,
look at that, Dale.
This is what's going to happen. They're going to start taking control.
Do you see what just happened? Did you see what Roger Ruffen did while the referee's back was turned?
Yep.
Stuck a knee right in JT Snow's back.
Two veterans. They know how to work with each other, taking advantage of the rookie out there, JT Snow, even though he is a tag team champion.
Well, I'll tell you what, Dale, I'm a veteran of 15 years myself. He wants me to tell you who the man is, and I'm saying right now that that's not Roger Ruffen in my eyes.
See if he's going to hit him with another closed fist.
But what I was saying, Dale, before he interrupted me, was I'm a veteran of 15 years. I know every dirty trick of the book, and I'm not afraid to use them. Roger Ruffen goes for the cover here. 1, 2 count. You're going to have to do more than that to beat JT Snow.
In comes Eddie Browning, the driller, from Cut Shoot, Texas.
Big kick to the midsection there by Browning on a Snow.
I see gentleman Jim Chadwick has that ever-present kendo stick in his hands. I could have sworn just a couple of weeks ago in Mount Sterling, Kentucky, he was on the microphone ranting and raving saying he doesn't carry a kendo stick.
That's an out-and-out lie, and you know it. Eddie goes for the cover now.
We're 5 minutes into this match. It has a 20-minute time limit. 15 more minutes to go for this time limit now.
And you see reverse chin lock there by Eddie Browning on to JT Snow. JT Snow trying to get this crowd behind him. This is a very different atmosphere here in Richmond, Kentucky.
Every seat is taken in the house. It's a standing room only. There are people standing up. There are no chairs available.
And these people are very vocal. And sometimes the wrestlers may not like who they cheer for, but...
We were here.
Did you see that?
Yep.
Jim Chadwick just outright tripped JT Snow. And right now, Eddie Browning and Roger Ruffen coming in.
Referee's back is turned.
Double clothesline by the team of the veterans. Justen Idle in to make the save right there.
Seeing Roger was trying to get that referee down to count that pin before Justen Idle even realized what was going on.
And you know, if Justen didn't come in right then, that very well could have been it for young JT Snow.
What's going on with Roger Ruffen and you? He keeps yelling back here. I know he's not yelling at me. He's yelling at you, saying he's the man.
Well, we had a disagreement about 10 years ago. He tried to say that he was the man. I tried to say that I'm the man. And it just blew out of proportion from there.
Well, he keeps yelling back here, and I know he's yelling at you, not at me.
Right there, you see the tag made by JT Snow and Justen Idle. Referee's not allowing it because his back was turned. Apparently, he was watching Jim Chadwick or Eddie Browning, one of the two.
Well, he's missing tags. Referee, why don't you mention about Roger Ruffen? He's supposed to be the legal man in there right now.
And you see Eddie Browning going right back to a rear chin lock right there.
Well, this is the opening match here in Richmond, Kentucky. Locked and loaded. Got a full house. Every chair is taken, and there are people standing up. No chairs available. MWA Mountain Wrestling Association.
Oh, DDT right there. Could this be it? Could this be the...
Justen Idle and Roger Ruffen. You can see their arms are extended. They want a tag. No movement.
Crowd very vocal again. And ladies and gentlemen, later on tonight, we got the MWA Kentucky Heavyweight title on the line. The MWA Championship will be on the line. The NWF Championship will be on the line.
Tag is made. Whoa!
In comes Justen Idle, firing up on Roger Ruffen and Eddie Browning. Big clothesline. Another big clothesline on Browning. Takes Eddie over to the turnbuckle, rams his head in. JT's on Roger Ruffen. Firing up on the veterans with big punches to the head.
Uh-oh.
Big punch on JT Snow, shoots JT Snow off. Roger goes for a backdrop. Sunset flip by JT Snow onto Roger Ruffen. And that's it! Winners of this match and still tag team champions, Justen Idle and JT Snow, over the team of the rugged and wily veterans, Eddie Browning and the man, Roger Ruffen.
First match is now a history here at Locked and Loaded. MWA Tag Team titles do stay in the hands of Justen and JT Snow.
And let me go ahead and plug Roger Ruffen one more time. Yeah, he's the man, blah, 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 or so he says.
I wonder if he's going to say it to you as he's going by.
Ladies and gentlemen, the next event is scheduled for one fall, and it's for the MWA Kentucky Championship. Introducing first, accompanied to the ring by Mr. Physical, Mike Roach. He is the MWA Kentucky Champion, Ironman Cody Matthews.
What the world? Why does Cody Matthews, the MWA Kentucky Champion, have Mr. Physical, Mean Mike Roach with him?
Mr. Physical. Yeah, he looks physically fit, don't he? You can tell he spends a lot of time in the gym. Well, I can't really say much about myself either, Dale.
Well, I guess you have to look at it as if you were Cody Matthews and you had to go against the Patriot, you'd want every little slick trick you can have, even including bringing someone to ringside.
Oh, that's definitely a must. Because the Patriot, he can pull it out of nowhere, you know. Tonight we could.
Morris, he's going to have his hands full. Because I have this feeling that he's going to be seeing a lot of Mike Roach close up during this match.
Oh, definitely.
Representing the USA, the Patriot.
I spent a little time looking around the crowd here of MWA tonight in Richmond, Kentucky, and I see several celebrities who are sitting out here. One which I doubt the camera's going to actually go to, but Miss Delphia Richendaler, a promoter here in the Kentuckiana, Indiana area. She's here tonight to watch MWA Wrestling. She knows the whole card tonight. This is one of the strongest cards of the year for 2006.
And don't forget to mention, Dale, we had a musical performance early here tonight by the musical group Interrupt. They're sitting in the crowd, and here's the Patriot.
I apologize.
Crowd favorite in MWA. He was here last month when the MWA returned to Richmond, Kentucky here at the National Guard Armory. He was a crowd favorite then. He's a crowd favorite tonight. And I guess you can say it's a strong chance that he could capture the NWA Kentucky title.
And I think Cody Matthews knows that himself. That's why he has Mike Roach out here at ringside with him.
Mr. Physical.
Mr. Physical.
I wonder if the cameramen have wide-angle lenses on right now. Well, I better not say that, because we've got some big guys coming out in the main event.
Oh, that's right, Dale. The Fat and the Furious, Jack Black and Vito Andretti.
Total tag team weight of over 800 pounds. Vito Andretti, the smaller of the two, he's a mere 350. Addition tells you Jack Black's 450 plus.
And you may not like them, but the fans can say whatever they want to about them, but they are one of the top tag teams in the state of Kentucky.
Now this second match is going to be one fall with a 20-minute time limit for the NWA Kentucky title.
And there's the crowd is getting on fire for the Patriot. They're getting behind him, showing support for the USA. And you know, Cody Matthews may have Mean Mike Roach out at ringside with him, but he is the MWA Kentucky Heavyweight Champion for a reason.
Well, you know, it's way easier to defend a title and not lose it than it is to be the challenger and try to take the title away from somebody.
Oh, that's right. All you have to do is get counted out or disqualified, and you keep your championship. I've done that myself on several occasions.
You've been a crowd favorite, and there's times you haven't been a crowd favorite.
Oh, yeah.
I know you're speaking from experience on how to hold on to a title.
Oh, yeah, definitely. And I'll tell you what, the Patriot is not a man that you can take lightly. I've been in there in the ring with the Patriot, wrestled him for a year straight, and he is as tough as they come.
I think I just heard the bell ring over there. And the clock has started Here we are, one fall, 20-minute time limit.
You see the referee checking both men, giving them their instructions. Cody Matthews sticks his hands out for a handshake. Well, you got to bet that there's something behind this handshake here.
That is very uncharacteristic. Now that's Cody Matthews. There you go. I think he had us all going there for a second. That was a total surprise seeing him ever want to do a clean handshake with anybody.
You know, the more that I look at Cody Matthews, oh, look at that! Slap to the face. And he attacks him. And he's working over the Patriot on the ropes over there. What I was going to say, Dale, was the more I look at Cody Matthews, the more he reminds me of a rat. He's got that rat face. He's got several rat qualities on him. Deliberately choking the Patriot in the corner. Referee warns him about it, shoves him back.
Mike Roach is off to the side just to carry it on.
Cody Matthews
not paying any attention to Mike Roach at this moment.
Boot to the face by the Patriot on the Cody. Big elbow. Follows up with a clothesline. And he goes for the cover. One count only. And Cody Matthews bails out of the ring. And me and Mike Roach is fanning him. Look at that.
Oh, I'm sure Cody Matthews has done his research. He knows the Patriot is just a pure wrestling machine. He's got to have probably his best match of the career if he wants to truly hold on to this belt.
Mr. Physical, instead of fanning Cody Matthews over there, he should have brought the champion a little cheese. Maybe that made him a little happy. Right there, look at that. Oh, he's riding the ropes right there. I've been on receiving the end of that by the Patriot.
Oh, there goes his elbow. There goes his shoulder.
Big hip toss by the Patriot. Drops an elbow and goes for the cover again. Count of two. And the Patriot back to the arm. And he's really working over that arm. And I tell you what, the Patriot likes to do that in his matches and everything. He picks one certain body part and works it over to the point that you want to submit. And that may happen here tonight. Big body slam right there. Patriot going up to the second rope.
Sense a punch.
Oh, Cody Matthews smart, but the Patriot was even smarter. Back to the arm.
Yep. There's the pressure on the wrist, the pressure on the elbow, and depending upon what he does.
Oh, look at that right there. Attempted trip by Mike Roach, and Cody Matthews still gets him from behind.
Here you go. The value of Mean Mike Roach. Cody Matthews' secret weapon for this match.
And you just saw Mike Roach choking the Patriot on the ropes, followed it up with a big punch, and then swears that he didn't do anything.
And what did the referee see? Nothing.
Saw absolutely nothing.
He can't call what he can't see.
And Cody Matthews to the throat. Deliberate choke right there onto the Patriot. Another one.
Now, even though you can't do a choke, the referee calls a break. You can keep that choke on a wrestler all the way up to, let's say, count of 4, but don't have it on at the count of 5 because the bout is over when he says 5.
Well, Dale, I just counted 3 times, including that right there that you just saw, that he went to the throat of the Patriot. And what's this right here? That might mean Mike Roach choking him on the ropes again. This referee's going to have to turn around. He's going to have to ignore Cody Matthews and see what's happening here.
Looks like he saw him this time. Or at least he caught something. He knows Mike Roach is doing something. He just hasn't caught him.
What are we getting ready to see here, Dale?
What's going on with slapping the leg? He's got something in mind.
He's going up to the ropes.
Is that where he drops the knee on his opponent?
Jumps off, misses a leg drop. Patriot seems to be coming back to life here.
There's a butt stinger.
A what?
A butt stinger.
A butt stinger.
Well, if you jumped off a rope and landed flat on your butt, I imagine it'd drive your spine up there a little bit. It's a butt stinger. What do you call it?
I call it hurt. I call it ow.
An ow.
Patriot firing up on Cody Matthews, goes and shoots him off. Cody Matthews reverses it. Double kick. Boom, big face buster right there by the Patriot on Cody Matthews. And here comes me, Mike Roach.
Hold it. What's going on?
Oh, that's got to be a disqualification.
It's blatant now. Referee, you're going to have to call for the bell. It's a double team and right there in front of the referee. As far as I know, the bell has not sounded.
Mean Mike Roach pushes Mark Morris back. Double shoot off onto the Patriot. Patriot ducks a double clothesline, comes back with his own double clothesline. This crowd is on fire.
The referee has not signaled the end of the match. This bout is still on, even though Mike Roach is now clearly in the ring.
Mean Mike Roach down in the corner. The Patriot sees him, goes over to Mike Roach. Picks Roach up. Shot to the throat on the Patriot. Big body slam by Mean Mike Roach. Mike Roach is going up.
What is going on in this match?
Oh, takes a big boot to the face from the Patriot.
Cody Matthews has left the ring. He's got the belt in his hand. He's heading back to the dressing room. And the match is still going on.
What happened here, Dale? Cody Matthews is out of the ring. Big face buster on Mike Roach. And a pinfall on Mike Roach.
How are we going to call this? He didn't pin Cody Matthews.
Well, we'll find out right here. Well, the Patriot wins over Mean Mike Roach, but he did not beat the Kentucky heavyweight champion. As you saw, Cody Matthews takes off. Saves his title once again. Underhandedly, might I add.
Oh, it looks like the Patriot has pinned Mike Roach to end the match as the champion Ironman Cody Matthews. He left the ring and headed back to the dressing room. About the time he hit the door is when the Patriot scored the pin on Mike Roach.
Mr. Physical.
Even the Patriot don't know what's going on, but he's definitely questioned the referee.
And here the fans are vocal again. This is one of the more vocal crowds that you'll ever see right here in Richmond, Kentucky.
MWA goes to many different locations throughout the state of Kentucky. Richmond, Kentucky is just one of the locations. And luckily, whenever the MWA returns here, the fans of professional wrestling then really come out to support independent wrestling, MWA, Mountain Wrestling Association.
And they get involved too, Dale. Look right there in the ring. The Patriot brings a fan up into the ring. He's waving the flag around.
Well, if you're watching this Locked and Loaded show right now, and you're watching it on the internet, you're watching it on MWAOnline.net.
But make sure you put the tri-dubs before it. www.mwaonline.net. Don't talk over top of me, Dale Bass.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next event is scheduled for one fall. It will be a big tag team matchup. Introducing team number one. First from Dallas, Texas, Mr. Extreme, Tommy Gunn, and from Music City, Tennessee, Honest, Donnie, Green.
Third match of the evening, tag team wrestling, one fall, 30-minute time limit. We're now waiting for the first tag team to step through the curtain. It's going to be Mr. Extreme, Tommy Gunn from Dallas, Texas. The first wrestler that stepped through, he's from Music City, Tennessee. That's Honest Donnie Green.
And he's followed up by the King of Extreme, Tommy Gunn. And look who's in tow. The rabid gopher himself, Gentleman Jim Chadwick. The general manager of the MWA.
At this time, a month ago, I think we were going through a little session with him where you and Gentleman Jim Chadwick were co-general managers. And I don't even know if I really want to get into the thing about the election, but I could have sworn you and I were standing right there. We placed our votes side by side. We signed your name on there to be the winner. The next thing we know is I'm in the ring looking at the voting box and I don't see one single name, one single Bobby Blade name in that box.
Well, the only thing I know, Dale, is awful strange that every single vote was for Gentleman Jim Chadwick.
I mean, I was there. I saw you write your name. I wrote your name, and yet I couldn't even find my ticket. Oh well.
You voted voted for me.
Yeah, you saw me write your name.
And I voted for myself, too, so that makes 2 votes I should have had right there. But once again, when we went through the ballot box, we saw not one single vote for me.
Well, I can't say I looked at every last ticket, but every ticket that flipped over in front of me, and I was scooping in there for a good 30 seconds, and I never saw one single Bobby Blade vote. It just don't seem right to me. I notice you've got someone out here with a BLS t-shirt on. Is that your favorite t-shirt?
That Black Label Society, you're right. Right there we see Ray the Bear Steele returning to the MWA and his tag team partner kicking Kelly Charles. To me, that's a man that was screwed out of the MWA Heavyweight Championship, kicking Kelly Charles.
Well, there were several that have been screwed out of that championship. He got screwed out of the championship with Larry D, and then most recently, it was Playboy Scott Hayes. He got screwed out of that championship.
And here just a couple weeks ago, Dale, Ray the Bear Steele got screwed out of it.
Yeah, that's right too. Larry D has been putting that title up against a lot of foes here in the MWA, but well, he's got good protection. He's got the general manager, Gentleman Jim Chadwick, in his corner.
Yeah, some protection that is.
Well, considering we've seen matches where Larry D has, as we thought, lost the title, where the general manager has stepped up after the bout is done with and reversed the decision. Most recently, the bout in Mount Sterling, Kentucky, where it was Playboy Scott Hayes, where I could have sworn Scott Hayes had won it. The very next week, Gentleman Jim comes out, takes the belt away, and hands it back to Larry D.
That's just a shame right there. That just goes to show you how the new general manager of the MWA, Gentleman Jim Chadwick, abuses his power.
Well, we better stop talking about him, because remember, he calls you a mudslinger.
Mudslinger.
Yeah.
Yeah, I sling mud. Sling mud for a living, Dale.
We're in the third match here. This is the tag team match. I guess I better mention that you're only going to be here helping me helping, not more like I'm your sidekick. You're leading this here. You're only going to be here for the first 3 matches of tonight's Locked and Loaded card.
You see right there, the tag team of Honest Donnie Green. We got to tell you again, just in case you haven't seen any of our other DVD presentations, Honest Donnie Green hails from the legendary Green family. His father is the late Lean Mean Donnie Green, legendary wrestler. His uncle is beautiful Bobby Green, and they have the outlaw Tommy Green in their family.
And there's Lonnie Green, and there's Bobby Green Jr., and that's Donnie Green Jr. out there now, and there's Rooster Ronnie Green. It's a large family.
Oh, definitely. Definitely.
And a lot of them come through with the MWA. A lot of them have been with the MWA for years.
And right there you see a lockup. They're struggling on the lockup right there. Tommy Gunn, Ray the Bear Steele back into the corner. Gunn goes for a big punch and moves. Bear firing up on him. Unloading with punches, shoots him off to the buckle, charges in. Big clothesline in the corner. Got him in a side headlock. Here comes Donnie Green, big backdrop.
Oh, that's sweet.
Tags in Kelly Charles. Charles comes in, unloads in the midsection of Tommy Gunn. Big double backdrop on the Tommy the Machine Gun.
What's wrong with Jim Chadwick? He's out here calling timeout.
Jim Chadwick is not a happy man, and you know what, Dale? I love it. I love it. Yeah. Anytime that Jim Chadwick is an unhappy man.
Kelly Charles!
Oh! Off the top rope, on to Donnie Green and Tommy Gunn.
Kelly Charles rolled into the ring. Ray the Bear Steele. A double knocker.
Rams both their heads together, throws Donnie Green back into the ring. Kelly Charles back in, legal man. Big punch, another big punch. Shoots Donnie off. Donnie ducks a clothesline. Drop toe hold by Kelly Charles on the Donnie Green. Follows it up with a drop kick to the side of the head.
Two.
Donnie kicks out. 2 count. I'm going to have to calm down, Dale. I'm giving myself a headache. Bear back into the ring. Boom! Big spine or atomic drop. with a clothesline.
Well, I mentioned earlier that you're going to be here for the first 3 matches, and I haven't said who's going to be taking your place in the 4th match on. But he's a former tag team champion, a tag team champion with you as a tag team partner.
Oh, God. Might as well go ahead and say it. Former MWA World Heavyweight Champion. I don't even want to say his name until he gets out here. Boom! Big neck breaker right there by Donnie Green on the Kelly Charles.
Well, you don't get along with him well at all, so actually when this match is over with, he's going to be coming out, and, well, I hope you guys don't start trading words, because I'm just going to stand back, and if you guys want to start duking, you go right ahead.
Well, anything's possible, Dale. Look at the big choke right there by Tommy Gunn on the Kelly Charles.
Well, it's going to be a total different ball game when he gets out here, because he will not be calling it straight at all. He is quite biased in his opinions. He's a true follower of General Jim Chadwick.
He's following down the wrong path, if you ask me. And you just saw a big boot right there into the throat area of Kelly Charles by Tommy Gunn, the King of Extreme. I'll tell you what. Oh, big shot on the Bear. Bear comes back in. The referee takes Bear out.
Referee Ted's not scared of any of those guys. He gets right up in their face.
And you see there was no tag right there by Green and Gunn.
Turn around, Ted.
No, they didn't tag, referee.
Well, this is one of the biggest shows of the year in the state of Kentucky. MWA is here in Richmond, Kentucky, and this is Locked and Loaded.
That's right, baby. Locked and Loaded. I'm excited. Like I said at the beginning of the show, I'm on fire. Are you on fire, Dale Bass?
I'm actually waiting. I want to see these 2 new superstars that have come into the MWA, the New Japan Pro Wrestling star and the Ring of Honor star. I'm waiting for these guys in the semi-main event.
Boom! Big sidewalk slam by Donnie Green on the Kelly Charles. Goes for the cover. And a count of 2. He just barely kicked out of that, Dale.
That was close. Tag is made.
Finally a legal tag.
Tommy Gunn.
I'll tell you what, Tommy Gunn can do things inside this ring that are simply amazing. I mean, I don't like the man personally, but he can do things that are totally amazing.
About 6'5", 6'6"?
About 6'5", big sunset flip right there on the Tommy Gunn by Kelly.
I couldn't see what Donnie Green was doing. He hopped down at ringside and he did something real quick.
I think he pulled Tommy Gunn's hands underneath the rope, so it would be a forced break. But that part doesn't matter right now because Tommy Gunn is back controlling the match once again.
We're 5 minutes into this match. There's a 30-minute time limit.
Oh, look at this, Dale. I know what he's got in mind. Ref, see this? Oh! Oh my gosh, Dale, that's gotta hurt. That's gotta hurt.
Where were you, ref? You were over there with Donnie Green. You totally missed this.
I'll tell you what, Dale, I do not envy Kelly Charles right at this moment because a shot like that,
tagging out.
a shot like that is going to drop any man. I don't care how big or how tough he is. Donnie Green shoots Kelly back into the ropes. Big knee to the midsection.
Kelly Charles needs to seriously tag out.
Bear's in.
Get back out of the ring. Get that hand over that rope. Get ready to tag.
He could have possibly saved Kelly Charles from getting pinned right there.
No tag.
No tag once again. The referee totally unaware of what's going on. Tommy Gunn and Donnie Green are not tagging in. They're just switching in and out. Totally illegal. Believe me, I know.
That shows you the veteran status that these two have. They take advantage when the referee's back is turned. They don't just stand there. They're doing something. Their mind is constantly working. They know when to move. They know when to take advantage of the referee's positioning.
Shoots Kelly Charles back into the turnbuckle. Here comes Tommy Gunn. What's he going to do here? He goes up to the top rope. Oh my gosh!
Kelly,
big headbutt.
Tag out.
That was the biggest headbutt I've ever seen, Dale Bass.
Kelly has got to tag out.
He's got to. I don't see how he
got to tag out to Bear.
I don't see how he can last the rest of the match like this. Taking a beating, a severe beating like this is just brutal.
You got to tag out to Bear.
Donnie shoots Kelly off again. Oh, look at that.
Referee's back is turned.
He just went for it. What happened right there was Donnie just went for the second knee of the night. Kelly had him scouted on that. Did a modified sunset flip. Almost went for a cover right there, but Donnie kicked out and leveled him with a clothesline.
Stiff clothesline. Powerful clothesline. Solid punch to the forehead.
Shoots Kelly back to the buckle. Well, Kelly's back hitting this buckle. I believe his back has had about all it could take.
Well, Donnie Green and Tommy Gunn definitely in control of this match. They're in control of the referee. They're playing him like a piano.
And you see Donnie Green mouthing off to Bear. Bear's hot-tempered. Bear can get in there and just knock his head off.
I bet you he's keeping Bear.
Oh! Donnie catches him right there. What's he going to do? What's he going to do?
Oh, he lost it.
Kelly slides behind him, shoots him off. Boom! Belly-to-belly suplex.
Tag out. Tag out. Tag out. Come on, Kelly. Tag out the Bear. Get the fresh man in the ring.
Oh, he's got to.
Ready.
He's got to, Dale.
Bear is ready. No one's moving.
Kelly's taking so much punishment, he may have not have any gas left in the tank whatsoever.
I can't hear the referee's count. I think he's at 6, 7. Tag is made. Tag is made.
Double tag right there. Freshman come in. Boom! Bear nails him with a clothesline. Nails Green with a clothesline. Nails Gunn with one. Follows up with another one on Green. I'm getting everybody's names mixed up, Dale. Big clothesline over the top rope. Oh! Big knee by Tommy Gunn on Ray the Bear. Steele knocks Bear back into the corner.
That's the two big men in the ring right now. Kelly Charles is still in the ring. He hasn't even gotten out yet.
And you can't tell it really. Oh! You can't really tell it, but Tommy Gunn is a big, big man. Goes for a suplex. Oh, German right there.
Oh, that was beautiful.
Big German suplex by Kelly Charles on the Tommy Gunn.
That was perfect. That was perfect. Tommy Gunn, when he went over on that, his whole body had to be at least 6 foot off the ground.
Oh! Super kick spear! Bear goes for the cover, 2, 3! That's it! Right there, Ray the Bear Steele! Kicking Kelly Charles! They take it! I can't believe it, Dale! Kelly Charles and Ray the Bear Steele win this matchup! Kelly Charles was on the bottom. He had no gas left. He had no gas in the tank. His back taking a severe beating, but they still pull it from behind and get the victory via pinfall.
They hardly controlled any of that match until right down the last, 1 minute? Maybe 30 seconds?
I say it was the last 15 seconds, Dale. They got on fire. They got this crowd behind them. That's right there is why MWA Championship Wrestling is wrestling action at its best.
And you put Ray the Bear Steele with that big tackle right at the midsection, and down goes Tommy Gunn.
Once again, your winners, kicking Kelly Charles and Ray the Bear Steele. I'm losing my voice, Dale Bass.
No, you're just getting your voice fine-tuned. It's just a shame that you're going to be leaving and somebody else is going to be coming. You're going to be perfect for the rest of the night if you could just stay here. I wish we had a third mic. Just wish we had a third mic.
I'll tell you what, Dale.
Look at Jim Chadwick.
Oh, he's dejected right there. I'll tell you what. I've lost my voice. I have a headache. But you know what? It's all worth it because I'm here to commentate the MWA action. And I'm on fire, and there's no better night to me than coming to work for the MWA and seeing what we have to offer the wrestling community.
and Kentucky, 7-time former MWA World Tag Team Champion, Wildcat Chris Harris.
We're back on the air. We're having technical difficulty. This is an amateur production. I'm used to working with professionals.
I think we're on. Well, Wildcat Chris Harris, a former
Showboat to
NWA
the crowd.
champion,
Yeah, I covered that.
and a former NWF Northern Wrestling Federation heavyweight champion. Playboy Scott Hayes, a former NWA heavyweight champion.
You know, like I said before, that's former. It's all good and well what you used to be able to do. The question is what can they do now against the current champions?
Oh, what are you going to say if these guys walk out with the gold tonight?
You know what? I've been to Vegas, I've been all over the world where they take the odds, and the odds are not in Wildcat and the Playboy's favor. I'll just tell you that. I was on the phone with my bookie, and he said, Max, rest assured your money is in good hands when you're betting on the real deal, the sure thing, Larry D and his tag team partner, Ryan Stone.
Definitely is easier to defend a title than it is to try to capture a title. I'm sure Larry D and Ryan Stone are going to do everything they can to make sure they don't lose those titles.
Well, you're assuming here. When you're the champion, you got to wrestle day in, day out. There's no breaks. You defend the title all over the world, and that includes here tonight. They're not worried about defending their titles. When you're the champion, every man's out to get you, and it's sure not easier to be a champion. Of course, you'd say that. I'm a former heavyweight champion. I know how it goes. You're a speculator, just like all these people, and they can chant Wildcat, Wildcat all they want. Tonight he's going to be a pussycat when he's looking across the ring from two champions.
Well, I know Larry D, since he has become the MWA heavyweight champion, he's defended that title against all the top names that have come into the MWA. Scott Hayes, Red Bear, Steele. He's defended against Wildcat Chris Harris right here in Richmond, Kentucky a month ago.
Yeah, and what happened in that match? Wildcat didn't walk out with the title. He won't walk out with the title tonight. Playboy Scott Hayes, a few weeks ago in Mount Sterling, he didn't walk out with the title. Well, he left with it, but they gave it back to the rightful champion. You got these morons. They're sitting there chanting Catatonic, let's go Wildcat, and more importantly, they're chanting TNA. TNA, well, this isn't TNA. This right here, this is pro wrestling. This is MWA. We'll give you the seat, but all you need's the edge.
Top circuit in the state of Kentucky, the Major League of Wrestling.
And soon to be the world, with DVDs going out across the nation. Smart Mark Video, watch out. MWA DVDs coming soon everywhere. Everywhere. I look for Walmart to start selling them, even though I've never shopped there, so they could be selling them now and I wouldn't know nothing about it. Right here, you notice Wildcat Chris Harris doesn't want any of Larry D. Neither does the Playboy Scott Hayes. He's going to let the Northern Wrestling Federation champion show him what being a champion's all about. Right here, look at that. That is a masterful headlock. Wouldn't you agree?
Oh, it's in very tight.
That's exactly how you apply a headlock. That's textbook. Shoulder tackle. Yeah. That's good right there. Talking a little smack to Cat because he can afford to. Ooh. Hip toss. Hip toss, that's a double hip toss for both champions. I really have to say, those right there, textbook arm drags. I don't like Scott Hayes, but he can sure wrestle. When push comes to shove, he's a good wrestler. But you know what? There's a million good wrestlers in the world, and there's only one world champ.
Well, Chris Harris has a good tag team partner there with him. Well,
yeah, Playboy. Unlike this past week on Impact, when he got exactly what was coming to him, when he let his partner down. I don't know if you watched the big pay-per-view.
I didn't see it, but all I know
He
is
let
I
his
just heard
partner
about it.
down in the flag match. He let his country down. And this past week on Impact, his partner finally decided to stop packing him around, smashed a beer bottle in his eye, gave him what each and every American wanted to give him after he let this country down. And now he's half blinded. If he messes with the champs, he'll lose the other eye.
So what is the status on the eye? Does he have any vision out of it at all, or is it just...
Well, you know, I know everything, so of course you're going to ask me this question, but I don't care enough about Chris Harris to worry about his condition, all right? His condition is he is in danger. He is a target because legendary Larry D and the cowboy Ryan Stone, they're here, and they're not taking any prisoners tonight. Right there, strong lockup, knee to the midsection. Ryan Stone all over the Playboy Scott Hayes. Call it. Tell him who's in control.
Give me a second here.
Yeah, well, there's
Right
up and
now,
over.
It's even. Let's say Playboy.
That elbow to the mouth, that can't be good.
It looks like Playboy's
You know,
got...
all I can say, he's regrouping on the floor. Right there, legendary Larry D all over him. You know, I'm kind of worried about Ryan Stone. If he's missing any teeth, you understand, the ladies love you when you're a champion. Right there. Oh, there's the springboard leg drop I've had to hear about for weeks. Little girls walking by my mansion screaming, what about the springboard leg drop? Well, I'm not impressed. But that right there, oh, Lord, he's going to break his arm off. Wildcat's in, he's right out. He's a coward, he's a scaredy cat, he's a pussy cat. Ain't no Wildcat, there's nothing wild about him.
Kind of surprised that he tagged out so quick.
These elbows cannot be legal. The thing is if you knock a tooth out, if you bruise this guy's face, these champions have a lot of speaking obligations at the schools, personal appearances. They have to sell merchandise. They've got photo shoots. If you even damage a bit on their face, do you know how much?
He's tagging out. He's going to go tagging out.
Yeah, he's
again.
a coward.
He just
he's
got in.
A lot of guys would say good tag team wrestling's tagging in and out, but I think that's a sign of a coward. He's a one-eyed, blinded coward who cannot take it to a champion like legendary Larry D.
If the doctor truly advised him that he should not be in the ring, he should have.
Yeah, the doctor's right all the time. And that's a nice drop toe hold by Wildcat Chris Harris, but that's a coward's move. You knock a man off his feet, you lock him in a headlock. That's just so he can't punch you and kick you anymore. I'm kind of concerned. Why does he keep trying to break off the arm of Ryan Stone? Be quiet, drunk. I'm doing a job here. You have fans here. I wish the security would tighten up because I don't want any of these people to get anywhere near me.
That's one of the fans I've seen travel around the MWA territories.
Look at that clothesline. I don't care about that drunk. He smells like whiskey.
There goes another fan.
And right now, all I can say is Wildcat looks like a drunk. All he's doing is falling around, staggering around. The champions are having their way with the Wildcat.
Definitely double team him. He's in the corner.
It's not a double team. They got the count of 5. Can you count to 5? I know these people can't. Let me just give you a little 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There's an example. Locked and loaded, no place I'd rather be.
Instead of calling it a double team, you're just saying he's taking advantage of the 5 seconds.
Yeah, 5 seconds. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should we do it in Spanish? Don't forget 5. Uno, dos, tres. I've already confused most of the fans. There's a law officer over here. He's supposed to be obtaining the law. He looks a little confused.
So we do have some officers from the Kentucky State
who
Police.
cares?
They're here. They're even watching this MWA Locked and Loaded card.
Who cares? It was probably one of these drunk fans that broke into my mansion a couple weeks ago and stole some Maxx Sledd memorabilia I was going to donate to the Smithsonian. And the police, all they could say is, you're Maxx Sledd. And I said, yes, I am.
Let me guess, did they ask you for an autograph?
Well, they didn't have to because I signed the police report.
Okay.
Now, you see they're all over this Wildcat Chris Harris. I think I'm just going to call him Chris Harris because he ain't much of a Wildcat. Now, I want to know where's the big bucks at? TNA pays him all these big dollars. He travels all over the world. I'd say we paid a pretty penny to get him here tonight. I'm sure he's selling merchandise over there so he can get home because after he loses, of course, we're not going to send him back. But here's the thing. What's he get paid so much money for? To get beat up on? Did he come in here just to be a punching bag? Because we could have bought a Wildcat Chris Harris punching bag from TNA.com merchandise. Speaking of merchandise, MWAOnline.net. You can get the DVDs, the t-shirts. I hear there's action figures coming soon. There's everything. And while you're there, go ahead and link off to MaxSledd.com. www.MAXXLEDD.com. Everything. Isn't that cute? Everything. I think I'm going to get another t-shirt made. Thanks for the chips, fatty. Keep walking.
Whoa. Looks like that NWA fan is not a fan of yours, the way he answered you back.
It doesn't matter. All these people, they were chanting Maxx. I want them to sit down and be quiet so that they can pay attention to the match, pay attention to legendary Larry D, the champ in action. Here comes Ryan Stone. They got that 5 count. Ooh, whose arm's getting broke now? He don't need the arm. It's not like he does any work down at TNA. He rode the coattails of his partner, and now James Storm's done with him. Ryan Stone, another cowboy. I understand he's personal friends with James Storm. They ride around together on their horses. They do a lot of them cattle drives. They're real men. Cowboys are real men. And he's got the AMW on his tights. Well, you keep living in the past, Chris Harris, because the present is you're getting your tail kicked right now. In the future, Larry D, Ryan Stone, 2 champions that won't lose tonight, and in my opinion, won't lose ever. Right there, he's firing back, but of course, the one-eyed gimp, he's missing one eye, so he's got that closed fist. Ryan Stone cut him off right there. Oh! Spine to the pine! Spine to the pine! Ryan Stone's spine could have just been shattered on the pine of that ring.
Well, Larry D and Ryan Stone have definitely controlled Wildcat Chris Harris since he came in on that tag. Chris Harris has only had a couple flashes of offense.
You know, I don't trust Scott Hayes. He used to be a smart man. He could still do the right thing. He could still get in there.
Oh,
come on.
The referee didn't see the tag.
Good, there was no tag. I was sitting there talking to you, clear as day. My monitors, of course, all this equipment's on the blitz. My monitor, I didn't see anything.
The referee didn't see it.
Yeah, so there was no tag. If the referee don't see it, if I don't see it, then it don't count. You're a nobody. They're all nobodies. Wildcat Chris Harris is a nobody. Scott Hayes is a nobody. Nobody that matters saw a tag.
2 count.
Right there, the Playboy. He can cheerlead all he wants. But if he was smart, he would come back to our side. He would tell Larry D, I'm good, but I'm not that good. And he would walk out on Wildcat Chris Harris. Or maybe I know he doesn't drink beer. He drinks that Don Perignon. Maybe he could bust one of those bottles over Cat's other eye, and we could have a good night tonight. Locked and Loaded could have a bang right here, and he could take out Wildcat Chris Harris. Wouldn't that be good?
Well, if this bout keeps going the way it's going, we're going to have to hope we have an ambulance at ringside.
Yeah,
Wildcat
right
Chris
here.
Harris is just...
This is expert tag team wrestling, Dale Bass. Watch this. Boom! Oh! We got it. Wait a minute. One of these guys has to get out of there now. This ain't legal. Referee needs to make sure the other guy gets out.
Wildcat's running out of gas. He knocked both men down, but he doesn't have enough energy to get up.
Scott Hayes, Marco Polo, baby. Oh! That can't be. Did the referee see that? Because I didn't. This has to be illegal. Scott Hayes, he's in on fire. He's got closed fists. Tell him to open his fists. Big spin wheel kicking the champs down, but he's not out. He's not out. That's smart wrestling. That's why they're the champs. There'll be no title change here tonight. This is Richmond, Kentucky. These people don't deserve to see a title change. What is that?
Oh!
Was there a tag? Was there a tag? We need to get somebody out of the ring. Oh, God, wait a minute. I've seen this before. Over the top rope disqualification. There has to be.
Larry D.
Come on, DDT Cat. Give Cat the DDT. You've got him. It's a perfect chance. Oh, the biggest DDT ever straight from the Playboy Mansion.
Where's the ref?
Jim, do something. Do something now.
Oh, 2
That was 2, right?
It was a 2 count.
That was 2. I will change my ways forever. I will change my ways forever. Let the legend get out of this alive. Oh, we've seen this before. I don't think he's legal. He's not the legal man. Scott was legal. He was legal. I don't know.
1.
Why is the referee counting?
Wait.
Yeah, he didn't count to 3. Referee slid out. I think he realized what he did wrong.
I think Jim Chadwick pulled him.
No, sir. Now the boss is telling him there was no tag. He's not the legal man.
Why has he got the belt in his hand?
Okay. What?
What's going on?
I don't. What is going on here? Okay, now who's got the belts? Legendary Larry D, because the belts belong to them. The ref didn't need to put his grubby hands on it. I see a screw job going on, worse than Montreal. Okay, he's the boss. It's his prerogative.
There's an 8 count.
Well, the referee's definitely crooked. Let's hear the referee's decision, but I think everybody knows. Bass, but you know, as well as I do, on a countout, the title won't change hands. Neither title are going to change hands here tonight.
Well, we do not get to see the MWA title or the Northern Wrestling Federation heavyweight title change.
And that's the way the referee was crooked. These guys couldn't keep control. They couldn't tag. They weren't sportsmen. And when you're not a sportsman, you're not treated like a sportsman. And these two gentlemen are leaving. They've got ladies to see.
My ears are working pretty good. In my exact opinion of what just happened, you can hear the crowd chant.
The crowd can chant BS all they want, but as you know, their opinions don't matter. The referee's decision, it stands.
You two champs, or should I say trumps, have shown your true colors here tonight. But that's okay, because this story is going to have a happy ending. And I'm talking directly to you, Larry D. You see, Rhinestone, I'll get my revenge on you up north. But right here tonight, I got a little early Christmas present for you, Larry D.
What's he talking about? Nobody tell me about this.
Back to last month when you and I went one-on-one in here, and I proved to every single person sitting here that I'm the rightful MWA champ.
They got the Herbie-tron, the MWA-tron up here on the wall. What's going on?
I don't know.
Considering the fact that you did wind up walking out with the belt, I've talked to MWA officials, and the bottom line is because of what you pulled last month, I get a rematch.
When's he get his rematch?
Whoa, be quiet, be quiet. This sounds crooked. He's got something up his sleeves. He's not even wearing sleeves.
The rematch is part of the contract. There was a clause for the rematch. But, unfortunately for Wildcat, I have a little bit of a commitment with my partner to take care of that tonight, so I will be unable to be here.
All right. Good. Scared to death.
Here's where the good news comes in.
He's got something in mind.
Since it was advertised as TNA and NWA, I happened to have a little conversation with a big friend of mine from TNA, and he has signed the contract. So next month, Larry D, you are putting the MWA Heavyweight Championship on the line against the monster Abyss.
Oh my God! Oh my God, Abyss! Abyss! He's 7 feet tall, 400 pounds! Not even legendary Larry D can avoid the black hole slam! This can't be happening! The title match, are you sure? He is the NWA World Heavyweight Champion!
Oh! This is making tears come to my eyes!
It can't, no.
Oh, this is gonna be funny!
It won't be happening! It won't be happening, he's bluffing! He's bluffing, it won't be happening!
Larry D to face the monster Abyss.
He's bluffing, champ, don't worry about it! That's legendary Larry D! He's not wrestling the NWA champion, he's not wrestling the monster Abyss! Don't worry, champ, he's bluffing!
Wildcat Chris Harris wouldn't have said this
He's
as an
bluffing.
announcement unless there wasn't some reason to say so.
Boss, don't worry, he's bluffing! Say it ain't so, Dale, say it ain't so!
It is so, I guess.
I thought I knew Abyss better than this.
Romero.
I'm speechless. Why? Do you understand? The Black Hole Slam has put away Sting, a legend in this business, maybe even more legendary than Larry D. It won him the NWA World Heavyweight title, and now the MWA title up for grabs. We don't need to see a unification that night, okay? Okay, I'm serious about this. I don't want to see this.
Unification of the National Wrestling Federation and the Mountain Wrestling Association, one champion.
This isn't good for the MWA or TNA. If Larry kills Abyss, they got no champion. If he kills Larry, he can't give the MWA the kind of attention they need. This is not good for anybody, Bass.
Do you think there's any chance?
Abyss.
Do you think there's any chance Abyss would put his title up and Larry D might become the NWA World Champion here in Richmond,
I can't even
Kentucky?
focus on that. All I keep seeing is that Black Hole Slam, and it's the end. It's over. He hits that, and it's like falling through a black hole, falling forever, because Larry D will never get back to the top of the mountain. He'll never get out of the abyss. That is Abyss. No!
From Los Angeles, California, he wrestles for Ring of Honor. He wrestles for New Japan Pro Wrestling. Rocky Romero makes his debut for the MWA Mountain Wrestling Association.
Yes,
Locked and
Rocky
Loaded.
Romero. I know more about this guy than you do. He's one part of the Havana Pitbulls, a great tag team that goes all around the world. But you know, let's not just talk about Rocky Romero, because we've got somebody coming home. Wait just a second, see who he's working.
Minnesota, Karl Machine Gun Anderson.
From Pipestone, Minnesota.
Wait a second, you gotta feel this. Feel it when this man comes through. Yeah, the people love him, but you know, I can't help it, so do I. Now, let me give you the backstory here. The man lived here in the state of Kentucky, up in the Ohio area, southern Ohio, northern Kentucky, and everybody here in the MWA knew him as Chad Too Bad Allegra, baby. And he went to New Japan Pro Wrestling, and it was there that he revealed to the world that was a cover. All these years, he's been hiding his family name, and he is truly known to the world now, not just the MWA, not just the Northern Wrestling Federation, but he's known to the world as Karl the Machine Gun Anderson.
This bout is started. It's one fall with a 45-minute time limit. This is the semi-main event of the evening.
You know, the thing is, they may be the semi-main event of the evening, but they're main eventers anywhere they go in the world. Their pace, their style, their wrestling ability alone allows them to outshine almost any competitor on any card around the world. These guys both currently wrestling for New Japan Pro Wrestling. We've got Karl the Machine Gun Anderson, like I said, formerly Chad Too Bad Allegra, former MWA Light Heavyweight Champion, former Northern Wrestling Federation, former Northern Wrestling. That's not very funny.
Well, yeah.
It's not funny.
I know, I shouldn't laugh.
He's taking advantage. I mean, you're laughing. You're not supposed to be a professional here. Like I said, former MWA Light Heavyweight Champion. He's a former NWF World Heavyweight Champion on multiple occasions. And he's a Commonwealth champion over at the New Japan Dojo. He's not now, but he's a former Commonwealth champion. Then you got Rocky Romero. He's no slouch. Former Ring of Honor World Tag Team Champion. Many great teams have held that title. Ring of Honor, one of the most honorable, well-known, and biggest organizations in the world. A lot of people say that it's the third company right behind, the WWE and TNA. Rocky Romero, like I said, he is part of the Havana Pitbulls with his partner Ricky Reyes. Together, they have been the Ring of Honor Tag Team Champions. They've wrestled for the IWA. They've wrestled for New Japan. They've wrestled all over the world. Karl the Machine Gun Anderson, as cocky as ever. And Rocky Romero, he just jumps right back to his feet. Like I said, no slouch whatsoever in the ring. He's wrestled IWA, countless IWAs, because IWA, there's multiple. Oh, my Lord, did you hear that chop?
Yeah, right in the jaw.
These guys, they're used to a more stiff style of wrestling, a more quick pace. It's going to be something that I'm not sure these fans are ready for, but it will blow their mind. We got a kid jumping up and down in the back. I like it when fans appreciate wrestling. You know, whether I like the guys in the match or not, I like it when they appreciate wrestling, and that's what these guys are going to give them. Pure wrestling, plain and simple.
Well, I've been told that since we're going to see New Japan Pro Wrestling and Ring of Honor stars, and to me this is the first time I've seen these two wrestlers, I've heard this is going to be a totally different style.
You kind of sound speechless there. They've already blown your mind. I'm used to seeing this. I watch tapes, I go to the live shows, and of course I'm a superstar all around the world, just like these two guys are. I'm not just limited to the MWA, and you hear the crowd, they're chanting, "We want wrestling." And if there's any two guys on the show tonight that can give it to them, it's Karl the Machine Gun Anderson and Rocky Romero. Sends him into the ring the hard way. Oh, vicious knife edge chops.
Well, Rocky Romero might be the smaller of the two. I don't know what his body fat count is, but the guy is pretty ripped. He's got a solid
I
little
could sit
body.
here and I could put over their body. I could put over their ability. I can put over their past, but what matters right now is the present. I just want to kind of sit back and sit in awe like these fans are, like the people at home are, sit in awe of the sheer ability that these two truly have. There's nothing we can say that's going to describe what's going on in this ring right here. Pure wrestling at its best. And these two, they're only going to get better. He says, "Here we go." Yeah, he kind of let. Oh, you know, I'm a little let down here. I wanted to see hold for hold wrestling. We got thumbs to the eye. We got cocky wrestling. And right there, Rocky Romero shows Chad Too Bad, Karl the Machine Gun, whatever you want to call him. He shows him that your cockiness won't pay off when you're messing with a guy that's been in it as long as Rocky Romero. The crowd can chant ECW. It just shows their ignorance. You know, just because they go to the floor, these guys aren't going to be out here hitting each other with chairs, hitting each other with barbed wire. These guys are wrestlers, okay? Plain and simple. You know, and you've got Rocky Romero. A lot of people don't know this, but he is Tiger Mask over in Japan. And, or I'm sorry, I totally apologize for that. My mind was blown. I was paying attention to all these guys. He's not Tiger Mask. He is actually the Black Tiger, which is a gimmick that Eddie Guerrero actually had when he was in Japan. And before him, there was another Black Tiger. Yeah. But whenever he's in Japan, he carries on that tradition. And for someone like Eddie Guerrero to look down on you and say, "You're good enough to carry on my gimmick, you're good enough to carry on the tradition," I mean, that's got to be saying something about the pure ability of Rocky Romero. But, you know, here's the thing. If not just wrestling-wise, if Karl wants to turn this into a fight, then Rocky Romero can fight him too. He is a member of the Ring of Honor group known as the Rottweilers. Have you ever heard of the Rottweilers, Dale Bass?
Heard of them.
Yes.
This is my first chance to ever see him.
Well, you have Homicide, who is one of the NWA World Tag Team Champions right now. You have a former X Division and former Ring of Honor champion in Sin Shi, known to the Ring of Honor group and crowds like me as Low Key. Then, of course, you have his partner, Ricky Reyes, and himself, Rocky Romero. They are the Rottweilers, and they have a gang mentality. They were the first people to snuff the honor code that Ring of Honor has. They spit in the face. They said, "We're not here for honor. We're here to kill people." And that's exactly what they've done, running roughshod over Ring of Honor. It's been a while since my friend Rocky Romero's been to the ROH, but he's been on tours of Japan, he's been all over the world, and he's here tonight in Richmond, Kentucky. He's locked and loaded, and Chad Too Bad, Karl the Machine Gun, he better be ready, he better be locked and loaded, he better be what his name says, he better be a machine gun, because he's going to need to be to take on Rocky Romero.
Before tonight's Locked and Loaded started, I went back in the dressing rooms just to see who was all back there, and I noticed 3 times I went back in the dressing room. Each of those 3 times, you and Rocky Romero were sitting off by yourselves, away from everybody else, and you guys were talking like you're old friends.
Oh, yeah, because I have that gang mentality just like the Rottweilers do. I've trained in Japan with Mr. Romero. We're friends. I can call him Rocky. You should probably call him Mr. And, you know, we are close friends. He knows, like all the Maximilians know, that you're not anything unless you're everything. And I know, look at those kicks. Look at those kicks. For every chop, he fires back with a hard-as-life kick. You know how hard life is, Dale? How it comes at you? Well, it's as hard as life when that man kicks you. Oh, big counter right there. Very impressive.
In the head.
That's what would you call that? An enziguri kick to the back of the head? maybe an enziguri type maneuver. Because I'm not here to call play-by-play of the maneuvers, call each maneuver by name. There's a clothesline for you. I know the names, but I'm not here to do that. I'm here to lend the color. I'm here to make sure that these people understand what's going on. And right now, what's going on is Rocky Romero is leading Mr. Anderson into a false sense of security. Watch this. See, I've trained with him enough to know what's going on. Ooh! He might have been knocked out cold on that. You see the way he fell?
So this is just another false sense of security move he's doing right now.
Oh, yeah, it's like a possum.
Okay.
He's playing possum. It's like the deer in the headlights. It's going to stand there and look at you, but if you get out to check on it, you're going to get bucked with the horns. Here it goes. Bunch of dummies in this crowd. Don't deserve to see a DDT like that. I always put over the Playboy Scott Hayes DDT as the biggest I've ever seen. Well, you know what? That may be the second biggest right there.
Rocky's apparently pretty upset with referee Tim over only being a 2 count on that.
Here's something you probably also don't know. Rocky Romero helps train at the Inoki Dojo, which is in charge of the New Japan portion over in California and the New Japan organization in Japan. And this right here, whoa, that right there was a textbook schoolboy. But what I was trying to tell you is that Rocky Romero is one of the trainers over there. He helps Todio Inoki's son train guys. And when Karl came off the streets, oh my God, the spine buster!
That's it. 9 minutes exactly. 9 minutes.
You know, that came out of nowhere.
Yeah, he sure did.
Well, I was gonna say that he helped train Karl when he came off the street begging for knowledge, but obviously the teacher taught him everything he knew, but not everything that Karl already knew from his experiences in the MWA, the Northern Wrestling Federation. You can never count one of our guys out, and that proves it right there. I mean, it's almost an upset in my opinion, but if you followed this man's career, if you followed Karl's career, if you followed Chad Too Bad's career, baby, then you know it's not an upset because he can outsmart you and he can take a win from you. And right there, he's going to the pay window, and Rocky Romero, he's going to fly home a sad, beaten man. But you know what? I don't think this is over. They wrestle all over the world together. Something tells me Rocky Romero will have his day. You know, I hate to cut you off. I really do, and I hate to take away from this, but Abyss!
Yeah.
The title reign could be over. It could be over. I'm scared. I'm scared to death. I will change my ways if Abyss either no shows or if he's got the guts and he puts the title on the line and Larry D takes him out once and for all. But you know, I can't even think about that right now, because as you hear the Imperial March, the Death March, what usually leads Darth Vader in Star Wars and strikes that fear in your heart when you hear it in the movies. Well, this ain't no movie. This is reality, and they're the Fat and the Furious.
350 pounds, Vito Andretti, 450 pounds.
Oh yeah, a metric ton. Together, a metric ton. Unmeasurable. They're way too big, and tonight, having on good authority, their manager stayed home because he didn't want to see what they're going to do to these two hometown chumps in front of this crowd right here. Good thing they're in their hometown, because they're not going to have to go far to get to the ambulance, to get to the hospital. That's probably right next to their house, because this city's so small you couldn't get lost unless you don't know how to take a straight line.
Well, Vito Andretti did tell me that his manager...
Wait a minute, why would Vito Andretti talk to you?
I've known Vito Andretti for years.
Oh, that sounds like a fabricated story.
Mickey Odell, and he says Mickey Odell decided he's going to take tonight off. He knows Fat and the Furious will handle this tag team.
Artie was on Wall Street tonight. He's got a couple of ladies on each arm, a martini in his hand, and he's got some kind of closed circuit feed.
Mickey Odell?
He's gonna watch this match, but at the part right before they lower the boom, before the detonator hits, he's gonna turn it off. And out of respect for the families of the victims, he's not gonna watch what they do to Izzy for Real and Colt Steele.
Now the tag team that's getting ready to come out now, veteran wrestling in the state of Kentucky, Colt Steele and With him is a tag team wrestler called Izzy for Real.
Speaking of Izzy for real, are they for real? What are they doing getting up cheering a bunch of nobodies? It's not like I just came out here. It's not like Fat and the Furious just came out here. These are a bunch of nobodies. Just because they were born here, that's their misfortune. That's their misfortune. They were unlucky enough to be born here, and these people are cheering it like it's some kind of sweepstakes they've just won.
I sure wouldn't want to be in their shoes having to get in the ring with Jack Black and Vito Andretti.
I saw one of the guys back there. He's not a $110 soaking wet, and that other guy, he makes up the rest of the weight. But you know what? He's not as big as Vito Andretti. He's not as big as Jack Black. They're not fat. They're not furious, and they're not going to walk out of this ring tonight. Did you see the bodies that were left laying in Mount Sterling? That's going to be nothing compared to what happens here in Richmond, Kentucky. Locked and loaded, forget that. These guys are going to have to pack some guns. They're going to have to get some bazookas, some machine guns. We're here. What is this? This is a National Guard armory. They're going to need to drive a tank in the building because that's the only way these guys are going to be any match for the Fat and the Furious. The F and the F, they're on fire.
I've seen Fat and the Furious on different wrestling organizations across Kentucky and
championships all over the world.
And wherever they go,
most dominant team always win gold. Bodies laying and they win gold. I compared them to James Clough and Hades, but the difference is those two guys don't care about titles. These guys, they have a plan. They're focused. They're killing machines, and they do care about gold.
Everyone thought James Clough and Big Al Steele were the big men of the MWA.
Well, no, that's not James Clough. That is that's brother John Cena. Oh no, I'm sorry, Chuck E. Smooth. That's who it is, not James Clough. That's okay though. I understand. You're intimidated by the sheer size, and you know I can't hear myself talk. I can't hear myself think. I can understand how you can get blown away by these people. They're all on their feet. They're all chanting for this Izzy for Real kid. It's called Steele. They're definitely popular. They're definitely the hometown guys. But does the hometown advantage really win you a ball game every time? No, that doesn't really matter. Because if you've got the size, if you've got the strength, if you've got the ability, the know-how, if you've got all of that, it's the ultimate package. And these guys, who can stop them? Not $110 and $340. No.
I'm kind of wondering, what is Izzy for Real going to do if Jack Black decides to do one of his favorite moves, and that's put the 400-pound Jack, 450-pound
You know,
Jack
let's not speculate. Let's not speculate. Let's watch. Look at that. Right back to the corner. Ragdolling him to the corner.
I've seen Jack Black at 450 pounds go to the top rope and do a splash.
That little punk had the nerve to get out of the way. He just punched Jack Black right in the face. And with a forearm that strong, if Jack Black wasn't as strong as he is, as big as he is, he'd be knocked unconscious.
I know Jack Black's quite upset with
Who are these kids anyway? Izzy for Real, Colt, Steele. I've never seen them before. I've never heard of them. Yeah, they might have been in Richmond, Kentucky last month, but does that make you a star? Yeah, they might have been born at the local hospital, but does that make you a star? No. You can go anywhere, any country, any state, and ask about these two guys, the F and the F, and everybody knows who they are. Go home tonight and call up your dad. Call up your dad and say, Daddy, it's Dale, it's little Dale, and I'm just wanting to know F and F. And I guarantee you, he'll have a wet spot in his pants and a crink in his neck. His voice will be giving out, and he'll tell you, he'll say, don't mess with him, son. Don't mess with him. His phone will hang up. He'll move to another state because he don't want nothing to do with him. You don't want nothing to do with him. And these two punks here, they might be making light of this, having fun, but you know what? The fun stops when the F and F gets serious.
Colt Steele, 270 pounds, muscles.
Who cares? He's like 350. His partner's a $110. Together they don't weigh what one of the thighs of the F and F weighs. These guys aren't men. These boys taking on tanks. I mean, I hope you don't give these guys a fighting chance just because these idiots are cheering their name and clapping their hands. Just, anybody can be a hero to these people. Anybody can be a good guy. All you got to do is come out here and clap your hands to a rhythm and say, let's go, fill in the blank. Welcome to Richmond. I'm a huge baby face, but you know what? All these cheers, they can give you a big head. They can make you think you're better than what you are, and that right there shows you. Colt Steele, he's no match. Izzy for real, he's no match. As a matter of fact, there might as well not be a match, because this right here, this is a killing, baby.
Well, I'm interested to see how they're going to handle the veteran Colt
I can
Steele.
go all night. He's nothing. You say a veteran. These two guys are veterans. Right there, that closed fist. Does that make him a veteran? No. Look at him. These guys are white meat textbook. They get the crowd a cheering. They think there's somebody. They do some basic moves. But the F&F, they don't even feel it. Look at this. He's stupid enough to tag in the little guy. Why would you do that? Well, obviously, right there. Big cutoff, and it's time to die. Oh. Okay, he's got the speed advantage. But you know what? You can run, but you can't hide. He's gonna go ahead and need to pick Fat Boy up, and he's gonna need to run back to their house right down the street from here. They're gonna need to pack up their stuff. They're gonna need to move, because the F&F, they're out for blood. Right there, he can go ahead and close his fist, because there's no effect. Vito Andretti right here, and oh my, whoa. Tell me that this is an alternate universe or something, and I did not just see that. How in the world did he do that?
The time's going to come in this match where Izzy for real will be caught.
Izzy for real. Izzy for real. Is this for real? It's a joke is what it is. That right there, the kid got lucky, okay? Anybody can get lucky. That's the way the world works. And look at all these idiots on their feet. They're stupid enough to believe they have a chance. One bump isn't a 1, 2, 3, and that's what it takes to win a match. Isn't it, Dale Bass? I thought so.
Izzy for real better not continue on with the same strategy, because I'm sure
he's trying to tell him.
Will not allow that to happen.
He needs to tell him, tag out, let's get our stuff and go home. But instead, his advice to take this big man off his feet is let's clap our hands. What if you're happy and you know it, clap your hands now. No, that's not what we got here. What we got here is a massacre about to happen. Drop toe hold, unique tag team maneuver, dropping the ham on him, the big leg. He's got the pin, but I guarantee you won't even get 1, 2. Oh, okay, 1.5. 1.5. So Vito Andretti had a bad sandwich earlier and he's a little off his game, but here comes Jack Black, and we'll see if he can do anything with Jack Black. I don't think he can. I see
many people can.
I see a lot of guys whining their arm tonight, and is there really a use in breaking a man's arm? I mean, most of these people, they got families at home, and they got to provide for them, so what would be the point in breaking their arm? Why don't we just see some good old mat wrestling and somebody trying to get a pinfall for once?
1 count.
I'm really surprised. I'm really surprised this team can take the F&F off their feet. I think the F&F might just be playing with them. I alluded to it earlier, leading people to a false sense of security.
Jack Black's got to be 3 times the size of Izzy.
And look, I mean, he can go ahead. He can hit him with a chair because he ain't feeling it.
Oh!
Boom! Detonator, baby. You know what? That right there, variation of the Black Hole Slam, I'd be willing to say Jack Black may do it better than Abyss. You know what? Abyss ain't here. I ain't got no reason to be scared. That was bigger than Abyss.
Abyss is way taller, and when he picks his man up is a lot higher up in the air than what Jack Black
you know what?
is.
I'm half tempted to say Jack Black can do it to Colt Steele, too. All 340 of him. Looks like he's been practicing for this match, getting ready by eating the other guy's food. It's almost like they gave him rations, let him loose in this heck hole in this deserted town of Richmond, and they were wandering, and little Izzy for real said, "Hey, Colt, can I get a sandwich?" And you know what he said? He goes, "Well, we're all out. Try some lip balm." Is he dead? He's chanting, Izzy, is he dead? Is it over?
Crowd is definitely chanting for Izzy. They're wanting a comeback.
Yeah, I've never had anybody cheer for me a day in my life, and I'm one of the most winningest men in this business. So do you really think F&F cares if these people cheer for him or not?
Jack Black's whole foot has got to be bigger than Izzy for real's head.
Oh, yeah. How many times before he dies? That's what he said. He keeps knocking him down. He keeps popping back up. But if you want to be a human punching bag, Izzy, for real, we'll see how you like it when he grinds your face like meat, when he tenderizes you, and then his partner eats you for dinner tomorrow night when they're reminiscing about how they killed Colt Steele.
Fat and the Furious in the ring. Jack Black.
I'm not sure that they'd like you calling them fat. Don't you just, took his head off. I was talking about those other guys being stiff. Well, for these guys, stiff's a way of life.
I don't know if you're gonna say
sometimes
stiff,
you got to work tight.
Raw power. Just solid raw power by Vito.
Oh, raw power. It's like being hit by a truck. This kid here might as well be Johnny Knoxville and letting a truck run him down. This must be like one of those Jack A competitions. And by Jack A, you know exactly what I mean. A Democrat, a donkey. This must be one of those stunts, and it's all over right now. Boom! See you later, wee man. That's it for wee man. Wonder if Viva La Bam wants to get in, because wee man just got wiped out.
Here comes.
Oh, no. See right there, they don't just have strength, they're smart. You see the switch right there? That's smart. That's tag team wrestling. As a matter of fact, I think he tagged him on the back on the way out, so that's now an official tag. Look at the people, they chant no tag, but I clearly saw it on his back, on his way out of the ring. That's tag team wrestling. Izzy for real, Colt Steele. I don't know nothing about him, so feel free. Don't tell me about the F and the F, because I know all about them. But if you want to tell me about these relative nobodies who are from Richmond, Kentucky, of all places, if you want to tell me about them, you go right ahead. Nobody's buying DVDs to see Izzy for real. Nobody's buying DVDs for Colt Steele. They want Maxx Sledd. They want F and F. They want legendary Larry D. And something they don't want. Something they don't want. They can. Yes, Abyss. Nobody wants Abyss.
Abyss is coming.
One of them idiots out here going, Abyss. Well, they need to worry about Izzy. Izzy dead. And he's not. But there he is. I meant beep, beep, boo. That's it, ladies and gentlemen. I hope his parents aren't in the crowd. Where's Izzy now?
Izzy for real's waist is probably about the distance around his one leg.
Here's the question. Here's the question. Things that don't exist aren't real. Is that correct? So when you die, are you still real? Because Izzy for real is dead. Up to the top, pancake. Oh! Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and take the headset off. It's over right here.
Okay, referee, get ready to count.
Yeah. That's it. Look at this right here.
Steele's gonna have to break it up. It's the only way to keep
breaking
this
up the
going.
count. Is that you call that a legal move? You tagged the guy. No. The only way this bout can. No, sportsmen tag in and out of the ring like that right there. Did you see that tag? Yeah, right there. Clearly showing the people they said no tag. They got right back out. They did it again. Right there, the picture perfect replay of the night. And all I can say is go Vito, go Vito, go Vito, just like these people. There's no way the kid should be fighting back from that. There's no way he should be fighting back from that. He's dead. Oh!
Another shoulder block.
Why don't you be a humanitarian, Bass? I know you give to a lot of causes. Take a white towel down there, throw it in the ring, tell them it's over. That way you don't have to write up a death certificate to go along with this card you got sitting in front of us. When was he born, Bass? You got all the information. You're the Jim Ross out here. When was he born? Because I'll write the born, and I know when he died. He died tonight.
He's about 23 years old, and the rate he's
I'm
going
not
right
planning
now,
on doing any
he'll
math.
never make 24. Oh!
Have you ever seen a power slam that effective? He was way up in the air. He come crashing down, and all that weight drilling him into the mat. Do you really think he has a chance of fighting back? Yeah, he got that second win, but there's no such thing as the third win, and this is going to make sure of it. This is going to crush whatever's left in his body, up and down.
Did the center of the ring break?
Vito! Vito, Jack is down! Houston, we have a problem! Guys that big shouldn't fall and hit the mat with nothing under them. He needed a cushion.
Something happened to the center of the ring.
Jack just needs a tag veto. It's okay.
think
It's
he might
okay.
have
They
broke
haven't
the
lost
ring.
nothing yet. He might have broke the ring. As a matter of fact, I think I felt the foundation of the building shaking. We're going to need the National Guard. It's a good thing we're here. What is that? That was a tag. Colt's still much bigger, but he's still no Fat and the Furious.
Still a small man in there.
Oh my God! How do you sky high guy? It's 400 pounds. 400, 500 pounds, and he sky-high'd him like he was Izzy for real. It's okay right there. That's why they're a team. His partner's laid out. They've took one of them at a time, one down, one to go. That's what you do. You slowly disassemble the machine, and that's what they did. That's a blockbuster variation. Get on him, Jack. All right, that's tag team wrestling. You said it was okay for Colt. What's good for the goose is good for the gander. There's the pin, broke up. The match can continue.
But Izzy for real goes after Jack Black?
Izzy a moron? Izzy a moron? He ain't been tagged in. He's got these guys a metric ton. What did he really think he was going to do against them? Colt's still out. Izzy for real left a victim. Here comes the setup, and oh! You know, on any given day, a guy can pull out a fluke win. And this kid here, this kid's starting to impress me. The underdog, he's going up, looks like a sliced bread. Oh, sliced bread on Jack Black. As big as he is, oh my God, 1, 2. You kidding me? You kidding me? That's the Fat and the Furious. Who does this kid think he is?
13 minutes, 42 seconds. The official winner is by a pin. An upset.
Somebody in the front row. Somebody in the front row was eating a banana peel. He threw the banana in. The guy had a can of corn. He had a can of corn earlier. He was eating some popcorn. It's a fluke for a big guy like that to slip up. Sliced bread finishes him off.
This is definitely an upset here in the MWA. The Fat and the Furious. They lost to Colt, Steele, and Izzy for real. Izzy pinned the 450-pound Jack
Izzy
Black.
for real. Well, you know what? Sometimes you pay a price for greatness. And Izzy for real, Colt, Steele, they're about to feel what it's like. You want to be a winner? You want to be in the main event? Well, this is what you do. You pay, you bleed in front of your hometown. You earn everything you get in this business. And these veterans are going to take them out.
Corner.
Yeah, he's got him handcuffed to the corner because that Izzy for real punk, he's going to pay. I told you, they're not leaving until they stop breathing. It's over. Fat and the Furious, they may have lost the match, but the war's not over. There will be casualties. Go ahead, get ready to start peeling the bodies out. Double headbutt. And,
Cut him in half.
That's a variation. That's total domination, number 162.
This is only the second time the Fat and the Furious have been in the MWA.
Yeah, and every time, Bass, don't be blowing smoke up their tail. They don't need it. Every time they leave bodies laying. You think a win matters? A win don't matter here. A win in front of this crowd doesn't matter. That victory doesn't matter because these guys, they're going up. They're going up, way up. There's this.
Well, I don't know what they got in mind, but they could probably end the career of Izzy for real right here in Richmond.
Yeah,
if
I hope they do. I hope they do. I don't want him to end his career. I want him to end his life. Who is this chump to think that he can put his hands on the Fat and the Furious? Who is he to get a fluke win and think he's a somebody?
Tito was telling Jack Black to go after Izzy for real. They're not done.
Yeah.
We could be witnessing the end of the career of
He's
Izzy
going to
for
kill
real.
him. Up and down. Just as simple
Here we
as
go
that.
again. We're going to see if he's going to hit it this time coming off the top rope.
He's going to hit it all right because he's a dead man.
He's buried.
With a splash like that, you got a little lady in the front row. She's crying. She's crying for hometown. She's crying for the hometown heroes. It doesn't matter. The referee gets it. You know what? You don't count the F and F down. You don't do that. You made a mistake. Colt Steele made a mistake by showing up. Izzy for real made a mistake by not going home. And the referee counted to 1, 2, 3. He'll die too.
We're about a mile and a half from the hospital.
Oh, no. This small little strip of town, it's like a straight line. The hospital's right next door. Hopefully one of these dumb cops will peel his body up and drag him off because it's over. F and F. Dominant, locked and loaded, and these guys didn't come with enough firearms to take out a team like the Fat and the Furious. right there. Pure and utter domination, and all these morons can do is stand around and cry and watch. You got little kids that are crying. You got women that are crying. They're probably their sisters, their brothers, their aunts, their uncles. But you know what? It doesn't matter, because all they can do is get mad. The only thing between them and F&F, fear and opportunity, and they don't want none. They'll be victims just like those morons were victims. Hometown advantage didn't do nothing tonight, because these guys, they're just going to go to their hometown hospital to die.
Well, tonight's main event for Locked and Loaded is now over. The Fat and the Furious.
Oh, it's over.
Vito Andretti.
Yeah, you might. I don't even go ahead and put over who won the match, because I want to know who won the war.
We would like to remind everyone
who wants to give them a ride to the hospital. That's all I want to know.
We're obviously quite concerned about Izzy right now.
Yeah, Abyss won't leave devastation like this. Izzy for real? I want to know. Is he dead?
If comes in here with
Who cares? Who cares about that? Let's worry about this. Is he dead? That's his name now. Is he dead?
Well, the main event is over.
Yeah, it's over, all right. It's over for Izzy for real. It's over for Colt Steele, but it's not over for the F&F. The F&F are going to go out tonight. I think I'm going to go with them. We're going to light up the town. Not here in Richmond, of course. These morons, they don't know what a party is. We're going to get on the Learjet. We're going to fly back to Vegas where the odd makers had Larry D tonight. And I want you to know he didn't pull off the win, but he did leave with the belt, okay? So I get half my winnings back. We're going to go out on the town tonight. All right, Dale Bass, for Maxx, Sledd, and the MWA, Maximum Wrestling Association. You're not anything unless you're everything, and I just want to watch the devastation. I want to watch these guys die in silence, okay? Give them the respect they deserve. Let them die. Let them die, Bass. Good night, everybody.
Bring him back out here!
You got him here.
straight to the fire. You push your way through hell again. You devil slaves to rise. You push your way through hell again. I swore I'd watch you burn. You swore that I'd never learn. I saw you laughing. You heard me screaming no. I had to close my eyes and let you go. You push your way through hell again. You devil slaves to rise. You push your way through hell again. straight to the fire. You push your way through hell again. You devils late to rise. You push your way through hell again. I swore I'd watch you burn. You swore that I'd never learn. I saw you laughing. You heard me screaming no. I had to close my eyes and let you go. You push your way through hell again. You devil slaves to rise.